Hey there, YouTube land, and happy May 2nd. So it's happy.
Free Comic Book Day!
So today we went out to our two comic shops that are in the area, and we did our comic book haul. So I'm going to let Cass go first on the first store. We'll do the first store that we went to. And we could get 5 free comics. No, you cannot smoking on that day. And we could get at that place. We could get 8 on the other one. So he came into the second place and helped me score some extra stuff. So Cass, you go to that first store first.
Alright. First store first. I got them in backwards order. Teen Titans Go. And then a flip of Scooby-Doo team up with
That's Superman?
Yeah, Scooby-Doo team up like Superman, Batman,
awesome.
Wonder Woman, all the things. Steampunk Goldilocks.
I originally had that one too, but you had it, so I'm going to read yours.
I grabbed it because I thought it was really awesome, and I'm obsessed with steampunk things. And Pokemon. Avatar: The Last Airbender, which I saw the anime of it first, and it's really, really good, so I'm enjoying the comic book too. And finally, Attack on Titan, which Dad gave me. We switched for one that Dad had because Dad saw the anime but I didn't.
So, at the first store, I grabbed up the Doctor Who. I love this one here with the 3 Doctor cover on it. With Tennant and Capaldi and of course Smith. And I love this in the back there. And it's actually full. It's a full-on story. Some of them, aren't, but some pretty cool stuff. One of my favorite comic companies is Boom. So they had a sampler. So I grabbed Boom's 10-year celebration. And it's got a lot of really cool, it's peanuts, there's a Fiona and cake. This is the one I traded you for the second thing. I grabbed Stuff of Legend and Thanatos Diver. It looked interesting, so I wanted to give that a try. I want to try some different stuff, see what I can get into. I've been into the Valiant again recently, so I want to get the Valiant 25th Anniversary Special. I'm not sure. More than likely it's just, I love the poster. I'm a big fan of the Valiant comics. And this one I was really, really excited to get, and it's a 2000 AD one. It's like a 48 pages, and it includes free digital comics and everything. It's a lot of really cool stuff in here. A lot of Judge Dredd and like one called Deathlock. Looks really interesting. And so you go with your next stuff.
Oh yes, from the second place we went to, Time Masters, I got Sonic the Hedgehog Worlds Unite.
Wait, what? Other side.
Flip Bliss. I actually didn't see the flip. Mega Man Worlds Unite. Bliss is pretty cool actually. I've not played it. Worlds of Aspen, which also has a flip of the other Worlds of Aspen. Bodhi Trolls. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I totally want to read that one.
I'll let you read it. The Phantom.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cleopatra in Space, which I think is a hilarious title. And Motorcycle Samurai. And hello, Smokey. And then the last one, I got the Legendary Comics 2015 preview. So.
And I think that might actually be Sam from Trick or Treat.
Cool.
So, since my better half went in with me, we actually managed to double our score. And since I'm a big fan of them, I got this is the thinnest one that I got, but the art and the storyline looks good. Grimm Fairy Tales Wonderland Special Edition. Love this cover, by the way. The art inside this is utterly fantastic. And this one I've never heard of, but it looks really twisted and good. And then Emily was gone. Grabbed up one called Mercury Heat. Because just curious to see what it is. And because I'm a steampunk guy.
I am a steampunker in this house.
I grabbed Love of Wonder. And I had to grab this one because, of course, movie, and it has the Fight Club and The Goon I like the Goon shit, which is really cool. And being one proud heck of Canadian, I definitely grabbed up this new reboot of Captain Canuck. And there's a Series 1 compendium coming out that has every issue that I really want to get. And I grabbed up the magazine because I miss Wizard Comics and all that stuff. They had a magazine, Overstreet's Comic Book Price Marketplace. Overstreet used to do like a big thick, I'm not sure if they still do it now, a big thick price guide, comic price guide. So I grabbed up Savage Dragon Legacy. Haven't read Savage Dragon in eons, so maybe, I guess. I had to get IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So it's a very different look for the turtles, so give them that. They look like they're baby turtles or something like that. But it was just on the cover. It'll be interesting to see how this one goes. I grabbed up, this probably is the only mainstream one I grabbed, was the Secret Wars. I was going to grab Divergence. Now, I'm not sure why I didn't actually, Convergence, whatever it's called. But I didn't grab that one. And I'm guessing, Hin picked up, I'm really surprised by this one. Hin picked up SpongeBob. Freestyle Funnies. So, the hell? The art is, I guess, unique. Steampunk Goldilocks. You can double over on that one. All new, all different Avengers.
I showed you what I got. Why is it doubled?
That's what Cass got the Goldilocks one too.
Oh.
I got the Comics Festival 2015. I like the indie stuff, so I try to get as much of the indie stuff as possible. I got a picked up for Hind, Lady Justice. I'm not sure if you remember this guy or not, guys, but Neil Gaiman at one time during the comic boom had a whole comic world. There was like that's on the back actually, Mr. Hero, which is the one I read. The Pneumatic Man, of course, Technophage also read, and there's also one called Lady Justice, which I missed out on at the time that it came out. So it'll be interesting to see like have they rebooted it or is it just like they're redoing the issues. Looks like it's the same issues. Looks very 90s style artwork. So I'm guessing that basically they're showing it again. So that's one look interesting as well. The Super Mutant Magic Academy. And on the other side there's Step Aside Pop Say, Hark, a Vagrant Collection by Kate Beaton. And on the way out, I noticed that Titan Comics had a preview issue that was there, so I grabbed this one as well. Now there we do have Eccleston as the Doctor, and one of my favorite Doctors. So it'll be interesting to check these out. This one wasn't one of the free comic books that was this was just like a preview issue that would go along with it. So overall, we garnered 35 free comics today at the comic shop. Some I'm more excited to read than others. Others I'm like wondering, why did I grab this one over this one? But most overall, considering we just went out and grabbed a bunch of free comics for like $0, I'm super excited to get these. My son is actually going to see Age of Ultron tonight. So Matt's on his way is going to see that tonight, and he's going to drop into the comic shop on the way and grab some himself. So yeah, there's a few here that I'm interested to read. I think Comics Festival may be one of the first that I look through because I really like the indie stuff, and I would love to see. There's a writer that I really like, and for the life of me, I can't remember his name right now, but his stories are very much in the personal vein. Kind of like they're not superhero ones. They're usually like times in his life, and he did one graphic novel once where it was basically about his relationship with different girls prostitutes that he'd been with over the years. It was actually a really, really fascinating comic book. I wish I could remember the name of them, because he does a lot of stuff like that. He does some like historical stuff as well, but I really like the way that he puts stuff. There's another one that he did, and I wish I could remember it. Man, it's hard to explain. It's a coming of age one. It's kind of one of those slice of life comics, and very different, but it's unique and it's fun, and I like those type of stuff. I like that type of stuff, and between that and I like the a lot of the whole like heavy metal type comics. So that's why the 2081 really interests me. I like the science fiction aspects of it and the fantasy as well. When I was growing up, I used to read heavy metal comics, the adult fantasy comic, and so way across the world, my better half is reading the original, which is Metal Hurlant. So we're both reading the same like people, and so we're growing up watching like guys like Den, like reading stuff like Den, and oh god, Airtight Garage. Is that it? And by Mobius. It was Airtight Garage, and a lot of that type of stuff. I used to read a lot of the early stuff. That's how I found out by like other artists, Milo Manara, which was a fantastic artist. Though I honestly don't think that his artwork is meant for kids' comic books. I get that you want to like that people want to like pay tribute to a comic book artist. That's fantastic, but Milo Manara is not Spider Woman cover material. It just his stuff like Click and that is fantastic and in its own place and in its own time. That's just my thoughts. A place for everything and everything in its place. To quote Voldemort. My hair is a mess, so I gotta go fix this up and have some food. For me right now, it's time for tea. Say hello to my fantastic daughter, Cass.
Hello.
Hello to the great
Hello.
Pin Lord in the sky and his partner Phantom. And my better half over there, Hind, who helped us get some of those free comics. But there would have been 5 more if she'd gone into the first comic shop as well. We're just saying.
In case you were wondering, I was totally lost in the video because you wouldn't have noticed behind me, but they would have noticed I was reading this.
Attack on
Really
Titan.
good. Yeah.
You've got to watch the anime. It's
I
really
haven't
good.
seen it. Yeah.
She's
I'm
got
gonna read
tell
this
her
first. I want to read it first.
tell her in the comment section down below how much she has to watch Attack on
I
Titan.
want to read it first though. As soon as I finish this, I'll watch it.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. For me right now, it's time for tea, and food's almost done, so have a great day.